Hey, welcome back. We're on turn 6. It's the Ruskies' turn. But in turn 6, we get to add victory points either to the Germans or the Russians. Well, turn 6, a player earns 1 victory point for controlling J3, that one, and another for controlling L5, and that's that one. So the Germans have 2 victory points. And at the end of turn 12, a player earns 1 victory point for controlling D3, this one right here. Another for controlling E9 right here. Now Germans have 2 victory points. The Ruskies, 0. Alrighty, Ruskies, let's try to blow these guys off the map. Oh yeah, and then the total victory points right now is they knocked off 2 units, so add those to it, so it's 4. And the Russians knocked off 2 of them, so it's actually 4 points to 2 Germans. Okay, Ruskies' turn here. We're going to focus on these 234s. The head over here is what we're going to try to do. So we're going to go first action point. It's going to go 1, 2 here. And then we're going to go 1, 2 here for the second action point. Now I'm going to have to roll to try to get a third action point here. Okay, we need a 3 or better. And we got it. Third action point, we're going to use the HQ T-34 to shoot into this panzer in this town right here. It'll be a +1. And of course, he's in the town, so it's actually going to even out. So as he gets the +1 for fellow tank here, but he's at a -1, a +1 on defense here because he's in a town. So it evens out. He's still got to get 9 or better. Come on, T-34. And we get 7, 8, nothing. Can we get a 4th action point? Now we need 4+. And yes, we do. And of course, we'll go ahead and use this T-34. These guys have been going back and forth at each other every single time. So he's going to take a shot at this panzer. Okay, straight up, need a 9+. And yes, we got him finally. Okay, it's the Germans' turn. Obviously, these Panthers right here, they're like, hey, not moving him. He's got to sit there and protect that zone. But he's going to go ahead and pivot. And then he's going to go 1 up here, and then 2 here. I got to double check. I think a pivot is an action point. Hold on. Okay, it says pivot and or move 1 piece is an action point. All right, so I guess so like a pivot and move for an action point. So that worked. So he's now on a hill, so his range instead of being 3 will be a 4 around. So obviously they're in range, but I can't not move and then fire for the other action point. So he's there. Next is, got the artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the artillery's out of range. All right, so then the second action point, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Panzer IV. Have him, he could take his pick. We'll have him go after this T-34 HQ right here. Need a 9+, and doesn't get it. Okay, need a 3+ for their third action. Oh, and they get it. Let's get that Tiger Ace moving here. He only has a 1 movement point, but he's on the road, so he could go 2. 2. I think that's all I'm going to do for the Germans. I mean, I can try to make him leave and then just abandon this objective. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and leave it at that. They don't need their 4th action point. And we'll go on to turn 7, and it'll be the Russians. Turn 7, the Ruskies. I left the Panzer on the hill, and I was just thinking, man, maybe I should have left him behind the hill and he wouldn't be seen. Yeah, I'm a crappy general, man. I was just thinking up on the hill, and he gets an extra hex to shoot, range. Instead of shooting at 3, he shoots at 4, so... Anyways, it's the Ruskies' turn. Now he's up there on top of the hill where the Ruskies could just pretty much pick him off. What I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to move this Rusky, the T-34. First action point is going to go 1 and pivot. Then I'm going to use this Rusky right here on the second action point to shoot. And it should be, it'll be a +1 because he's got an extra guy adjacent. So he's going to shoot at +1. Now he has a defense 10. So we got to get 10 or higher. That's going to be a tough one, man. All right, you need a 10+. And we get, nope, that's a 7 plus the 1 is an 8. Zilch, nothing, nada. Okay, we need to get a 3+ for third action point. And, Russians failed. Germans' turn. Okay, German's turn. This is obvious right here. Panther's gonna go ahead and shoot this one here, so he doesn't have to pivot. So gonna go ahead and shoot this guy right here. Okay, just needs a 9 or higher. Kaboom! He rolled a 10. Panzer IV is gonna go after his T-34 HQ. Need a +9 or 9 plus to destroy it. And failed. Okay, gonna roll a 3 plus to see if they get an extra action point. And they get it. Let's move that Tiger Ace up. He's on the road, so he gets his movement's only 1, but it's actually 2 since he's on the road. So a 1 and a 2. Where are you? There you are. He's a slow poke, man, but he's getting up there and he's gonna do some serious damage. He's got that defense 11, dude. Well, I'm gonna have to forfeit for try to roll for that extra action point number 4, because I don't want to move any of these dudes. We got these occupied where they need to be. I am not touching the AT up here, man. He's in a good spot. The Russians, I gotta get these guys to advance. I was thinking about having these guys move forward and try to take care of this Panther here, and then try to occupy this one here if we can. We need to get some victory points here. Yeah, I wish the only thing I just wish that it was allowed, and it's not, is like, you know how I used the Panther here and he used one action point to shoot there. It'd be nice to use the other action point to shoot him, but once when you move or fire one of the counters here, you can't do it again. It's clearly stated in the rules there. That I wish I might homebrew that one. I don't know. That's it. So we're gonna go to turn 8, and it'll be the Russians. All right, turn 8 Russians. Good. They can move 2. He's got himself a crew right here, T-34 HQ. We're gonna go right here, 1, and we'll bring him up here, and we'll bring him up there, and that's 1 action point. Oh, actually, no, they got movement of 2. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm trying to do this where we can flank this guy. We'll bring him up here, and that'll be the second move there. So that's 1 action point. Have him pivot this way. And they only have a range of 1, so they're safe from the infantry. Have him pivot this way, and we'll keep him like that. Alrighty, so that takes care of 1 action point there. This T-34, he's gonna go ahead and take another shot at this Panzer in here. Okay, since he's in a town, he's gotta get a 10 or higher to knock that Panzer out. So here we go, we need a 10 or higher, plus they have a +1, so let's see what happens. And they get, golly, they can't get him out at all. This whole game, that guy's just been nestled in there. Urgh. Okay, let's see if we get that 3rd action point. Need a 3 or higher. We got it, cool. For that 3rd action point, I'm gonna go ahead and, oh crap, I moved him, so I can't have him move and fire. Dude, I totally, regardless of the APs, a player has to spin. Each unit can only move once and fire once each turn. Which means in my, I'll spell it out. I screwed up big time. I can move and fire with that same unit. I thought I could only move and then that's it. And then another, oh my gosh. Or I was getting confused there. So starting here now, this T-34 after they moved is gonna fire into the infantry in this town here. Now they have their soft defense, which means they have a 7 defense if they're out in the clear, but 10 defense if they're in the woods or in the town. So he's got to roll 10 or higher to knock this infantry out. But he gets a +1 with being adjacent with this group right here. So we need at least a 9 to knock that infantry out of the town. And 6 + 1 is 7 is 8. God, we missed. All right, let's see if we get that 4th and final action point. Now we need to get 4+. Yes, we got it. We will use this IS-2. Since he's on a hill, he gets an extra hex, so it'll be 1, 2, 3 plus the extra one's 4. IS-2 is gonna try to bust this Panzer out of here. Okay, we need to get 10 or higher. Come on, man. Come on. We suck. German's turn. All right, we're gonna get some AT gun action here. Since he's on this hill, he has a range of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He could go after any of these 2. So he's definitely a 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna go for the HQ right here, this T-34 HQ. Okay, the HQ's out in the open, so he just needs to get a 9 plus. Only hit a 6. See what I did here with this Panzer? If he pivots over here, I think he'll still be safe. If he went over here, yeah, he's still safe from getting flanked. Yeah, so alrighty. But I'm gonna keep him right here. No, we'll have him go here. He's got to make up his mind. We'll have him go hit this. It's better to hit the HQ. So, all right, this Panzer IV is going to go after the T-34 HQ right here. Okay, second action point here. He needs to get a 9 or higher. Ooh, roll snake eyes. That sucks. Okay, Germans need a 3 plus to get that third action point. Oh, they got it. Well, let's go for the obvious one right here. This Panzer is going to try to light up this T-34. Alrighty, just need a 9 plus and 7, didn't get it. Germans need a 4 plus for the action point number 4, and they failed. Going to turn number 9, Russians. Oh boy. Alrighty, we are on turn number 9, the Russians. Gotta remind myself that it's D3. We need to secure D3 and E9. We get victory points if we secure these villages at the end of the game, which is turn 12. So keep thinking that we have to get this one here. We don't. It's these two right here. But we got a tiger in the way here with us, with our Russians. And the infantry is nestled in this village. This is the pain in the butt where I am about to say, see ya, and go past him and maybe go after his AT gun here and come around. This tiger, he can't go after 2 fronts here, so kind of got this guy stuck because he can only move 2 hexes. Either way, he's going to get shot by this panther. So I think I'm just going to leave him here, and they're just going to keep going at it. And he's got to stay there to secure that village. So he stays put. He's definitely staying put, and he's going to stay put. I mean, shoot, they got this road secured. So, and this guy, anyways. Alrighty, stop battling here. Let's get going, Russians. First action point with the T-34 HQ. I'm gonna have him go 1, 2, and he could pivot like so. And then I'm gonna order this IS-2. We're gonna separate here. I mean, he's no longer gonna be in the same hex, because I was thinking about bringing the IS-2 up here. You know what? No, we'll keep them together. Have him go 1 here. Oh, we still haven't flanked him though, man. So this guy, man, he could turn around and bust us from the rear if he wants. Woo! All right, T-34 and IS-2 gonna bam. Okay, again, we need a 10 or higher, and they have a +1 to their roll. So need to roll 10 or higher. Come on. And yes, we rolled a 10 plus the 1 is 11. Booyah! You're gone. You're dead. Booyah! Ooh. Sorry about that. I apologize. I was a little excited about that. If you've been watching the last video and then this video here, that guy never moved. And now he's gone. Okay, I'm calm down now. Let's see if the Russians could get their third action point. They need a 3 or higher. And they got a 6. All right, next, their third action point. Gonna have him pivot this way. And what, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's already in range. So, and then we'll go ahead and order him to move up here, the HQ. And have him face it, keep him that way. And then we'll go ahead and fire into the infantry here. Okay, they need to roll a 10. They do have a +1 modifier. And what happens? We get 4 plus 2 is 6 is a 7. Nothing. Roll for their fourth action point. They need to get 4 plus. And they failed. German's turn. Yeah, I can't avoid that. He's got flank on this T-34 HQ here. So he's going to pivot over here. And he is in range. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. And he's going to try to knock this guy out. Okay, that Panther gets a +1 on his attack. 3 plus 2 is 5. Is 6. Miss. Well, I really thought he was going to get that dude. Oh, crap. Now he's going to be left open with this Russian here, possibly. AT gun. 1, 2, 3. And that's not inside the village, so it's a straight up hit on 9 plus. Okay, need a 9 higher, and got a 6. Failed. Germans need a 3 or higher for action point number 3. They got it. The infantry is not going to move, but they are definitely not in range because the Russians are smart about this. So we're going to have to focus on the Tiger. He can actually move 2 spaces if he stays on the road. I'm gonna have him go 1 here. That's his MP on the road. And then I'm gonna have him come in here. All right, would that work? No. Let's have him go over here. Yeah, let's do that. And now he's in range to attack this T-34 here if he wants. Well, he is going to do it. Dirt. All right, the Tiger's going to introduce himself here. He needs to get a 9+ to destroy that regular T-34. Oh, and he does. And that's it. Germans are going to hold their position there, and we'll go to turn 10, Russians. Okay, Russians' turn. We're going to do this T-34. He's going to go 1, and he's going to follow. So we get right there. And he is in range to knock this AT gun out. So let's see what happens. Okay, they need to get a 9 or higher. They have a +1 on their attack modifier. And there's a 9 + 1's 10. AT gun is boom. All right, man, we're moving and grooving. Let's roll. I need a 3+ for action point number 3, and they get it. All right, this action point, the Russian's gonna go 1, 2, and now let's roll for his 4th action point, and he gets a 4+. Oh, he failed. Dang it. German turn. Well, this German, he's right there, and now he's gonna fire at this T-34. Need a 9+, and failed. Okay, Germans need to roll 3+ to get the 3rd action point. They got it. This Panther's gonna take a shot at the T-34 HQ. Needs a 9+. Oh, 6. Doesn't get it. Germans need a 4+ to get action point number 4. Ooh, failed. We are on to turn 11, Russians. Okay, turn 11 here. It's getting real tight here. The Russians, their main victory is to wipe the Germans off. The other way they could win is if they occupied this village and that village up here. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we're going to just have to focus on wiping the Tiger Ace and the infantry out here. We got 2 here. I don't think we're going to be able to do this. I'm not sure. So we'll go ahead and start with this guy right here. I'm going to have him, he's in ring, what, 1, 2? He's got to move up 1. Shoot. I want that dude. Yeah, we're going to go. No, we're just going to leave him there. Oh, this is tough, guys. We need to try to get this guy. And I could just, all right, we're going to do that. And then 2nd action point, he's going to take a shot at this dude. This is what you call a shot in the dark, because he's got to get an 11 to knock that Panther out, because he's in a village, so he's got a +1 on his defense. 11 or higher. And failed. And you get 3 or higher for action point 3, and they got it. These T-34s are going to try to snuff out the infantry right here. Need a 10+, and oh, they failed bad. They need a 4+ for action point number 4, and they failed. This ain't gonna happen, guys. It's the Germans' turn here. Here where we stand on victory points. The Germans have 1 victory point here, and then they have 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 4 kills, so 4 kills plus the 1 is 5 victory points. Russians have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills, so that's 5 points, and that's it. So it's tied at 5 points apiece. And it's the Germans' turn in turn 11 here. So if Germans knock out 1 more, actually let's see how many they knock out here. I wonder if this is a possible draw if Russians take any of these guys. They're not going to be able to get this Tiger tank. I placed them as where T-34 has to come always around, because the infantry has this all secured here. So they'd have to go all the ways around here to try to get this Tiger Ace. And Tiger Ace has that 3 range, so either way, that's a toughie. Yes, these guys, they're out of action. I just did not pay attention or whatever with these dudes. So they're gone. Their tanks are busted. They're in repair or something. So, all right, let's see what the Germans can do. So right here, this Panther's going to go after this T-34. He needs a 9+. Let's just do this now. And got a 6, failed. Considering it looks like that he could flank him, but not really, because that's the... Yeah, he's not flanked. So, alrighty, so this Panther's going to take a shot at this T-34 HQ. Needs a 9+. Boom! Nailed him. Germans need a 3+ for action point number 3, and they get it. Okay, in order for the Germans to secure their lead here, victory point wise, I'm gonna have to use the action point here to move the tiger up here because he has no line of sight. Can't go like around like that, so he's got to move up here. Okay, Germans need a 4+ for action point number 4. Oh no, failed. And we go into the final turn. 12 Russians. Okay, this is it. Russians don't score, it's game over because Germans are ahead by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills. That's 5 points. Plus the victory point here is 6. Russians still have 5 points, so 6-5 right now. What are you gonna do, Russians? Oh boy, this sucks. 1 action point to pivot back here. Second action point is going to fire at the rear of the Panther. He needs to get a 10 or higher. Can he do it? Come on, do it, dude. 10. Oh, got a 7. Failed. All right, Russians need a 3+ to get that third action point. If they don't get it, it's pretty much game over. And, oh, they get it. All right, let's do it. This T-34 HQ is going to go into this infantry right here. They need to get a 10 or higher. And they have a +1 modifier. They need to get a 9 or higher. Come on. Come on. And, oh, that's 8. Dang it. Oh, 8 plus 1 is 9. So, oh, they didn't get it. Bummer. I thought that they would have got it, but they needed to roll a 9 and add the 1 that would have been 10. And that would knock the infantry out. Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurt. Well, there's really no sense to roll for that 4th action point. I could try 4+, and they failed it anyways, but that 4th action point wouldn't do anything because the IS-2, 1, 2, 3 is not in range for the infantry, 1, 2, 3 not in range for the Panther, so he would have to move 1, which would be a pivot, and that's it. The Germans won this game. Real quick, I got a little confused on the movement and firing, and what it was, I believe I was doing it right the first time, and I just freaked out. Because I was thinking of homebrewing it. But what you do is you have 2 action points. You use 1 action to move or pivot, and then your second action point is you could use the same one to fire. I was thinking that, you know, if you moved and pivot, that's it, he can't fire. And that would sped the game up a little bit. I think I was doing it at the beginning. Let me know in the comments below. I got a little confused there. But that's the right way of doing it, is using the action points. And then you roll for that 3rd action, and that's where it gets tricky because you gotta roll for those that 3rd and 4th action point, and it does, and that sometimes doesn't allow you to always do what you want to do for sure. So had that Tiger Race come up here, he has a defense 11, and I mean I have the IS-2, he's 11, but he only has a 1 movement, so I cannot move him too much. Could did better on the movement part, keeping him on the road somehow, but that guy. That Panzer in here, the Panzer HQ, he held everything up for the longest time. We could not get any rolls on that dude. That's why I was so excited when I got him, but it was a little too late. This is a very fun game. Lock and load, tank on tank, Eastfront. It's beginners for learning about hex and counter. And it still has strategy in it, so it's really cool. You will see me complete the scenarios in this. This is scenario 2. I think I have 10 more. There's like 12 scenarios in it. And I will dedicate a day for the hex encounters. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. Now, I'm not sure if I could get it every Tuesday. It depends on, you know, life happens. Yeah, I want to get bust out some more solo RPG and then get some tabletop miniatures games in. So this is very fun. Thank you for hanging out and watching this. Comment below if you're into the hex encounter or what you think. This plays almost like a tabletop miniature game here. I think that's one reason I really enjoyed this. So really get to learn the counters here. It gives you the terrain effects and all that, and your turn track and all, and then your facing diagram and flanking, and then your little modifiers is pretty cool on here. Anyways, alright, I'm babbling. You guys take care. I will see you on the next video, and you know, bye-bye.